Hi everyone, welcome back to our Crybaby Whims challenge. As you can see, Flora got a huge makeover since you saw her last, and I recorded this podcast if you want to see it. It is up on my channel right now, and I will link it in the video's description as well, so you can watch it after this episode. But today's weather is absolutely horrible, so she's spending some time with this little bee. But yeah, it's pretty grim outside, and I don't really know what to do with her because of that, because she needs to work on her garden, she needs to work on her freelance job, but she can't do that because she will most definitely die if I leave her in a thunderstorm. So I feel like because her funds are really not that awful, maybe today we can spend some extra time with the family, because I've noticed that some people are elders for quite a bit. So I feel like we'll have some sad events happening, hopefully not soon, but we do need to spend time with the family and also spend some time with certain friends. So we'll see how that goes. But you know, I was thinking maybe I should get her the weather machine thing. I think she needs handiness level 10, but it's totally worth it to kind of work on it because her handiness is, well, I thought it was a bit better. It's halfway through level 4, but this is just really bad. She can't live in a constant thunderstorm, so I feel like I might invest into that. And also, I think I kind of glossed over these two in the last episode, but she has, but doesn't really have, these two chickens. They're not on the lot and they are occupying the coop, but she doesn't actually technically own them, so I don't really know what to do with them. They're like starving and unhappy, but I can't do anything with them. I can't feed them, which is quite nice. I will scatter them some feed because I feel really bad. She doesn't own them. I don't know what to do with them. They're just occupying this space in the coop. But okay, they're getting some food. Hopefully they will take it because they do roam around a lot sometimes. Oh, and Lauren is calling. Do you want another baby? Oh, she wants Flora to come visit. Yeah, I'll visit you tomorrow actually. That's pretty perfect. Oh, and it just stopped raining. Let's go outside like immediately because you do need to do some work. Oh, and Elliot, I finally broke up with Maya. I wonder if that will open my horizons. I really hope so. Maybe you can go back with Riley. Weren't you engaged? Like, what happened? But let's try making some more arrangements because she just gained a skill in the last episode, so she's not really doing that well. Let's be real, she kind of sucks, and this is supposed to be her primary job, so she needs to get a lot better at it. Oh my god, Lauren has aged up into an elder. I didn't think this would happen so soon. Maybe that's why she wanted to see Flora, because it's her birthday today. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. How about you maybe call her after you do this? Just give her a little call to see how she's doing and congratulate her on her birthday. Oh, you know what just crossed my mind? Well, I can't do it now. I'm gonna let her finish this because I feel like this is a white arrangement. I'm not 100% sure, but I should have made a yellow one so I can gift it to Lauren tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely do that. Yeah, this is white and it's also poor quality. Let's just sell it and actually make a nice one for Lauren. Oh my god, and Noah and Nathan are twins. No, they're not twins. They are twins. They're teens. Bruh. And hopefully that one's not gonna be poor quality. You probably don't want to give something that sucks to your mom for her birthday as well. Yep, Nathan is a teen as well. I really need to give them makeovers, but I'm not gonna do that in the middle of this episode. Interesting that Nathan is also wearing glasses, so I need to remember to keep those. Speaking of glasses, I mean, Flora obviously wears them. So is Justin now in his elder days, so I feel like she got this relatively poor eyesight from Justin's side because Noah and Nathan are also Justin's kids. No! Oh my god, Brian just died. Oh my god, we have the first death in the family. Well, this is even more motivation to actually go see everyone, especially Lauren because that's her brother, and also I guess Annette because that's also her brother, and Cheyenne because Brian was her father. You know what? Actually, they were a lot closer than I expected, so this makes a lot of sense. She's up so early and feeling so sad. This is so depressing, honestly, but at least she has B to give a little comforting hug to. B is also feeling quite tense. Oh, because it's a thunderstorm again. B is not a fan of thunderstorms, neither am I because Flora can't do anything then. But okay, this is probably not the best day to be working anyway, so just go take care of yourself and at some reasonable hour you can go see your family. She's thinking about Justin as well right now, so maybe she's thinking, you know, Justin's getting kind of old as well. I'm getting a bit worried. So is Lewis. And Lauren just aged up to an elder. Oh, I feel like we'll have a couple of really sad episodes ahead of us, not gonna lie. And I mean Annette as well, but does anyone really care about Annette? I don't think so. It's still kind of early to go anywhere, but it's also kind of dangerous to work outside. She is crying lying in bed again though. This death is getting to her a lot more than expected. I guess being in her garden is making her happy immediately, so despite the risk because it's terrible outside, and also I guess feed the chickens that you don't own just because I feel bad for them. But speaking of the chickens, should I actually get her some chickens, like hers? Let's purchase some chickens because she does have some money, and the coop is going to be at capacity in a bit, so let's just give them some room for growing as well. But at least she's getting herself some animals, and she is also talking to V, even though she's getting a little sad. As soon as she entered the house as well, it's probably like seeing all the family photos and everything, it's reminding her of what happened. But speaking of, I feel like it's getting to a reasonable time to actually go visit people, and it probably will be kind of nice to move away from a thunderstorm. It's so strange to visit this house as a visitor, but let's knock on the door. And I think that the best approach for this would be to start the family club so everyone comes over. Oh, and Lauren's really happy that she visited. She says, hey, you actually visited us like you said you would. Oh, you're such a good kid. We love you. Oh my god, Lauren, I love you. She's feeling so sad. Try to make her feel a bit better. And I also saw a little pop-up that Harvest Fest is tomorrow, so we'll probably spend Harvest Fest in this house as well, which is kind of funny. We just moved out and now we're gonna spend so much time in here. How about you give her that gift? Give her that flower arrangement. And hopefully she's gonna like it even though it's poor quality. So let's see if she's gonna enjoy that. I really hope so. I hope she'll at least appreciate the thoughts. Oh, she did like it. That's a relief because I was really worried about the quality. I am also noticing that Maya is here. She's also an elder finally, by the way. And Cheyenne is also here. We need to talk to her. Her dad died. But yeah, this is gonna be quite weird because Maya and Elliot just divorced. She still has his surname, by the way. Do we really need to have this catch up in the hallway? But Flora just became good friends with Brian, even though he just died, so I don't know how that happened. Because she is spending time with everyone that was closest to him and she's probably sharing some happy memories. Yeah, she is expressing how much she cares about him. That actually makes sense. Oh, and Annette has just aged up to an elder. Isn't Annette somewhere around here? I didn't see her anywhere, so I guess she didn't join because she's spending her birthday at her place. Cheyenne is, however, feeling kind of okay despite her dad dying, so I guess spending time with family is helping quite a bit. Flora is talking about her flower arrangements. Are you doing a bit of self-promo? Maybe that's not the best idea right now. And Aspen is calling. Oh, she told me about a date with someone at some point, so I guess it went really well, which is quite nice. She is feeling quite flirty because she's a bit of a matchmaker. So, I don't know, maybe she's getting some idea that she wants to visit Thomas as well. Even though we're definitely not going to push that romance anytime soon because she's not ready for that. But, I mean, even though she's an unflirty sim, she does still feel the attraction to him. It's not like she's not interested, it's just she doesn't really want to start anything right now. Oh, I just got something kind of weird. I feel like one of Flora's traits accidentally changed because I got this pop-up that Flora is a snob, but she isn't. Oh, you know what it is? I'm so silly. When I was recording the cast speed video, I used this trait for poses and I saved accidentally. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna leave it for now. But while I'm looking at this panel, let's just have a nosy and see some other things because I didn't really see that. So she is gardening and fishing green thumbs. She's really good at that. She's really good at fixing stuff, so I feel like handiness for that weather machine is not a bad idea for her. She's a struggling athlete, however, which is interesting because she is so buff, always has been. She's a potential super parent, which is really interesting, and speaking of, she would actually be happy to have children. Oh, and since she is feeling so flirty, it just crossed my mind because I said, since Elliot did tell her that breaking up with Maya might broaden his horizons, and I said, why don't you go back with Riley? Well, how about I actually go encourage that? And maybe it's a bit weird to do that while they're all here mourning Brian, but if Elliot is around, I could kind of remind him that Riley exists, you know? Oh, she's having a bit of a hug with Lewis, though. I missed it, but it's so nice. I think she consoled him about the death. Oh, actually, yeah, this must be super difficult for him because Brian was his best friend their entire life. It is kind of awkward, though. I think Flora, even though she's trying her best, isn't really that good at consoling people. She's always a bit too blunt and everything, so she's probably, it's a part of life. It's gonna happen to you soon as well, which is not really comforting, is it? She's feeling very confident because she thinks she's doing a really good job, even though she's kind of not. Yeah, Lewis is also like, yeah, let's just stop this. It's not going as well as you think. Well, we've seen most people in the family, so I'm just gonna end the gathering and just spend some time with the actual household who lives here, her closest family. Spend some time with these two as well. I mean, they are her parents. parents, even though Lewis is also considered her parent, but let's just not go into that because at this point it doesn't even matter. That's the thing, like Flora was kind of bothered about that entire situation when she was a child and a teen, but now I feel like she's kind of over it and doesn't really care who her actual father is. In her eyes, it's both of them kind of equally, even though she's spending a bit more time with Justin just because she's also spending time with Lauren and Justin is always around Lauren. She values and loves them equally, and that's all that matters to her. It doesn't really matter who her biological father is. She just kind of got over that. She's talking about death. Please don't say anything inappropriate. But yeah, I just kind of felt like I wanted to address that. Thinking about her real father is kind of a big part of this generation, but I just figured that Flora doesn't even care that much anymore. But I really like that she's spending time with these two. I mean, I should probably send her home, even though it's really nice to just chill here and not worry about the thunderstorm and everything. And it's an awkward encounter. I feel like Flora is maybe being like slightly inappropriate because she's not caring about death that much, even though it did affect her, but she's like, yeah, it happens. All of you are getting old, so we're gonna have a few of these events happen soon. As I said, not really the best thing to say. It's not very comforting. That's just Flora for you, I guess. Oh, you know what? Before we go home, how about we actually go and visit this little household? Well, not so little household, but I said I wanted to see them. Oh, I totally forgot. They would wear all of these stupid bags. That is so annoying. Everyone is in the garden. That is so interesting. They're doing some like cute little group family gardening. I've never seen this before. This is so cute. But okay, she is actually hanging out with little Colby, who is Aspen's son, and since she does like children, she wants to have children, she might as well actually kind of, I don't know, practice on her friend's son so she can kind of take care of him while everyone is busy in the garden. Oh, they're even gonna play together. This is actually like so sweet. So I feel like Flora eventually will be a really great parent, and I feel like she's kind of realizing that too, because she did decide that she wants children for sure, and she's actually quite good with them. So some wheels are turning in her head. She's kind of realizing all of that slowly, but before she has children, she kind of still needs to get comfortable with the idea of having a partner first. I mean, it's not mandatory, but in her head it would be kind of nice to have a little happy family. But it is kind of getting dark. Let's knock on the door, let's bring Colby into the house and see how everyone's doing. But I'm really glad that these two are actually becoming pretty good friends. Aspen was being super difficult at start. She wants to pick up Colby actually, so she is really all about taking care of children, which is kind of unexpected. I didn't really think that she would want to be such a great mom. Colby is getting taken care of already, so she's kind of trying to just take the child for her. She really wants to take care of him. And Romeo is crying as well, and you didn't even get to know him, so let's get to know Romeo as well. Since you do want to take care of toddlers, how about you take care of this one? And Thomas is also doing that, so are they gonna like take care of a toddler together? Oh my god, this is... No, Justin has just died. I'm calling you to let you know that Justin has passed away. She's just kind of observing this happening and trying to spend time with this toddler. It's probably not even like, getting to her that this actually happened. So she's trying to distract herself because like she doesn't even know what to do. I can't believe that Justin died. I don't even know what to do. I'm so glad she saw him today and that it went well and they had a nice talk. He provided her a happy childhood. He was like my favorite. I don't even know how to deal with this. Should I even send her home right now? Can she even be alone? I don't know. It's probably really inappropriate to just ask if she can spend the night. So maybe she can... Well, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe Aspen can go back home with her, but she has this little child that she needs to take care of, but she needs a friend. So maybe Thomas would just offer to not leave her alone. Her father did just die. I'm gonna invite him to stay the night. This is not a romantic option, by the way. I swear this is purely just friendly because she needs some company and Aspen is not available because she has a young child. Oh, and B just aged up. I was wondering about that. But let's just have a little chat, ask him about his day. That's kind of why he's here. He can just kind of chat away until she's ready to go to sleep, which will probably be kind of soon. She is feeling quite good, so I feel like being with people helps. Oh, and he is off to bed. He's really tired, and since we only have this one bed, I think they will have to share. And hopefully that's not going to be weird. But see, as soon as she stopped having a conversation, she's feeling really sad. So she really needs someone in the house. Oh, but okay, Thomas actually doesn't feel that comfortable sharing a bed, which I think is good. It's a bit too soon for stuff like that, so I feel like he will sleep probably on the couch. He's just being a really good friend, not leaving her in the time when she needs someone the most. Flora woke up feeling super sad, so it's probably gonna be quite nice to have Thomas around, but I feel like he's super tired because he's been awake for the most of the night, I feel like, just to make sure that Flora doesn't need anything or that she doesn't wake up, so he's probably quite exhausted. excited. Harvest Fest has just started. It's probably going to be a very sad Harvest Fest, so let's not expect really big festivities. But maybe she can make a little meal and bring it over to Lauren's house. But before that, I think we really need to do all the farm activities, even though she's feeling quite miserable and really sad. Let's also name things. I'm just going to take the suggestions if you have any. Maybe some cute flowers would be kind of nice, but I can't think of any right now. Honestly, Cricket is kind of appropriate, so let's call the rooster Cricket. This white hen can be Daisy, but let's give Cricket a little hug so she can actually bond with her chickens. And this is so cute. Oh my god, and look at that scenery behind her. And she is feeling quite happy as soon as she's busy, so I feel like this is really good for her. Oh, and this brown hen, let's give you a name. I don't know, because of like brown, that reminded me of trees, and this is the first tree that crossed my mind. I'm really bad at naming animals, honestly. She is feeling happy despite everything, so working on everything, keeping herself busy, apparently spending time with children, and spending time with friends, which in this case would be Thomas, is helping her a lot. And while she's working, I'm just double checking, Thomas is still kind of sleeping here, so he decided to spend some extra time here to make sure that everything is fine and she can just wake him up anytime if she needs anything. But maybe after she finishes this one, she can make a little Harvest Fest meal and bring it over to the family. I don't think they'll be really in the mood to cook today, so it's going to be quite nice to actually bring them something. I also realized we had another black hen that we needed to name, so I just called this one Void. It's just nothing, which is a bit unsettling, but so is Flora sometimes, so I feel like it makes sense. See, but she's feeling very sad as soon as she's not heavily distracted by doing stuff, and it's always as soon as she enters the house, so she really needs to talk to people and be outside to be happy, because being in the house immediately reminds her of things that happened. Oh, and Cheyenne just walked into the house. Did she just come to like visit unannounced? She wants to be best friends. I'm just gonna say, of course, maybe she fell out with Elliot so much because of Maya that she just needs someone else. And to be fair, their relationship is full. I never noticed how close she is with Cheyenne actually. It is an awkward encounter again. She has awkward encounters with everyone, no matter what happens. That's so interesting. That's literally my only sim that has this issue, so it must be a Flora thing. Well, the food is ready, so maybe let's see if Thomas wants to join for a meal before she drops it off to her family. And hopefully Lauren is not gonna mind that half of the turkey is missing by the time it gets to her. Flora does need to go see Lauren and her siblings, so this has to be like really quick. As soon as they finish their meals, this needs to go in Flora's inventory and then we can go. But it's really nice of Thomas that he decided to stick around for so long, and it's really helping Flora. She's feeling very confident even. He is, however, feeling very sad. Did he know Justin, or is he just kind of feeling sad that Flora is going through all of this? Funnily enough, Flora is trying to make Thomas feel a bit better. Maybe she's trying to tell him like, hey, I'm not really feeling that bad thanks to you, so please don't be sad for me. Look how sad these two are. Oh, Noah is taking care of the garden because Justin is not around to do that anymore. That is so sweet. Flora can actually drop off the food that she made, so call everyone to the ground meal and hopefully there's enough left. There's 9 left, that should be plenty. And it's really an appropriate time for this, but Elliot is right here and I said next time I see him, let's console him about death. That'll be kind of fair. But I said I was gonna ask him about Riley, so let's ask about Riley as well, even though this time is really horrible for that. Her surname changed, so maybe she moved on, but let's try anyway. But this is really nice, just the closest family together, feeling all very sad and everything, but Flora is doing her best to make everyone feel better. No, B is also getting included in this Harvest Fest dinner. But if you want to see how everyone is coping with Justin dying, or if anything else is going to happen in the next episode, and what Elliot says about Riley, you can do so by clicking the card right now. And if the next episode is not out yet, here's something to distract yourself while you mourn Justin. See you there.